Welcome back, yogis. Today's yoga flow will be focused on self-love. In lieu of that, we'll be doing some heart opening and we'll be saying some affirmations. So let's go ahead and get started in our tabletop pose. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we'll take some cat and cow from here. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, open your heart, curl your tailbone up, and exhale, round your spine, pull your belly button in. Exhale, drop the belly, curl tailbone up, gaze is up, press through your palms, and exhale, pull your belly button in nice and tight, pressing through the hands. Elbows are locked, chin to chest. And move at your own pace back and forth here. Just getting the spine warmed up. If you want to move side to side a little bit, you can do that here too. I really like doing that. It feels super good for my spine. So just finding little kinks that you need to warm up. Let's take one more inhale and one more exhale, and we'll come into puppy pose. So keep your hips directly over your knees. We're just going to walk our palms forward one by one until we can rest our forehead on the mat. So your elbows are locked, your palms are pressing. And it should put a nice little arch in your spine, but not too much, and you should feel a super deep stretch right into your armpits, your upper spine, and there should be no straining or tension in your neck. We'll stay here for about 10 breaths, so get comfortable, and we'll say our affirmation in this pose. So you stay there. I'm going to grab our affirmation card. It is, I love myself exactly as I am. I no longer wait to be perfect in order to love myself. I'll say that again and you can repeat after me or just absorb it in your mind. I love myself exactly as I am. I no longer wait to be perfect in order to love myself. I love that. I thought for years that I was unlovable. And it feels so good to know that I can love myself right here and now, just the way I am. And I'm exactly perfect. So let me know how you feel about that. Getting a little emotional at the beginning of class, but it's a good, powerful reminder. On your next inhale, walk the palms in a little bit. We'll come into down dog. So untuck your toes or tuck your toes under, and hips lift up and back for our downward facing dog. Now our hamstrings aren't quite warmed up yet, so go ahead, pedal it out, walk your dog. Maybe moving your hips side to side here as well. Whatever feels good for you. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Look forward and step your right foot in between your palms. Low lunge. Left knee's gonna lower. And rise up nice and slow, one handprint at a time for our low crescent. If you need blocks to stabilize here, go ahead and grab them. You shouldn't necessarily require blocks today, but if you'd like to have them nearby, have them nearby. On an inhale, arms reach straight up, and we're going to bend at the elbows at a 90-degree angle. Elbows are going to come forward, hands come back to open our chest. Lean back, feel some squeezing in of your hips to stabilize you here. Gaze is up. pull the elbows together now. Feel that tension sinking forward and down into the hips. And go ahead, release. Arms reach up. They frame the right foot. Left toes tuck under and just step back to down dog. And of course we'll repeat on the left side, looking forward. Left foot steps through. Low lunge, right knee lowers. Can scrub the right knee back a little bit if you need. And then raise up one hand at a time for our low crescent. Find your balance here, using blocks under the hands if you need, if you can't quite balance like this. If you're good, arms reach straight up, gaze is up, hips push forward and down. Bend at the elbows, so those cactus arms, 90-degree angle. Elbows come forward, hands come back. Find a back bend in your upper spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your elbows together. Look up, all while pushing your hips forward and down. And of course, inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Arms reach straight up and frame the left foot, down dog. All right, you should be feeling pretty warmed up now. We'll get into our sun salutations. Right leg rises and steps through. Low lunge, keep the left knee off the ground now. Left foot meets the right. Fold. Reverse your swan dive. Palms touch above our head, look up. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Right foot steps back. Left foot meets it. Down dog. And taking a modified or full vinyasa, whatever you're warmed up for. So either coming through knee plank or high plank, taking cobra or chaturanga to up dog. And of course, we'll meet in down dog home base either way. Left leg rises and steps in between the palms. Low lunge, right knee off the ground. Right foot meets the left. Fold. Reverse your swan dive. Palms touch above head. Look up and dive forward over straight legs. Hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it. Down dog. And taking your vinyasa of choice, modified or full. Inhale for your up dog. And exhale for your down dog. Right leg rises and steps through. Low lunge. Left foot meets it. Fold. Reverse your swan dive. Palms touch. Dive forward over straight, strong legs. Hands plant. Right foot steps back. Left foot meets it. Dog. And vinyasa plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot rises and steps in between the palms. Low lunge, you got it now. Right foot meets it, fold. Reverse your swan dive, palms touch above head. And dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. And vinyasa plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Really shine your chest forward here. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises and steps in between the palms. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee. And spring all the way up to the top of your mat for a fold. Legs are strong, so kneecaps lift up. Reverse your swan dive. Palms touch above head. Dive forward over those straight, strong legs. Hands plant. Right foot steps back. Left foot meets it. Down dog. and Vinyasa will meet in down dog. If these vinyasas are too much, skip them out. No worries. Left leg rises and steps through. Low lunge. Go ahead, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, and spring forward to the top of your mat for a fold. Make sure your legs are straight and strong, kneecaps lift up, and reverse your swan dive. Palms touch above head. Dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back, right foot meets it, down dog. And again, taking a vinyasa or skipping it out if it's too much on your wrist. All right. This time, look forward. Bring your feet together and a touch forward as well. We're gonna hop to the top of our mat. So bend into your knees. Shift the weight into your hands and cat claw your hands to the mat. So grip the mat with the finger pads. Inhale, hop to your hands. And straighten your legs, fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch. And hips sit back, chair pose. Tailbone tucked under. Don't worry about how low you're sitting in your chair. Make sure you have the proper alignment. When you have the proper alignment, your muscles will actually have to work harder versus just sitting back as low as you can. My glutes are much more engaged, but I'm a little higher up here and I'm actually tucking my tailbone under. And go ahead, dive forward over straight legs, hands plant. We're gonna hop back, or you can step back. Weights in the hands, so hands becoming feet. Grip the mat with your finger pads. Come up high onto the toes of your feet. Bend into your knees. Either hop to plank or hop to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises and steps in between the palms. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. We're coming into warrior one. Rise up. Reach your arms up, but this time find those cactus arms. So bend into the elbows, reach the elbows forward, fingertips back, open up your chest. Arms are straight and frame the right foot. Step back, down dog. And Vinyasa, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises and steps in between the palms. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rise up, warrior one. Bend into the elbows. Elbows come forward, fingertips back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Be really intentional about this, but bring your shoulder blades down your back as well. Arms reach straight up. Hands frame the left foot. Step back, down dog. And Vinyasa, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more sun bee and we'll get into our flow. So feet together and a touch forward. Look forward, bend into your knees. Shift the weight into the hands. Feel your arms nice and strong and grip the mat with your finger pads. And hop to the top of your mat. Straighten the legs, fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch above head, look up. Hips sit back, chair pose. Checking in, making sure your tailbone's tucked under so your back is pretty flat here. Pull your belly button in, reach through your fingertips. And exhale, dive forward over straight legs. Hopping back or step back. Weights in the hands. Come up on the tippy toes. Maybe step the feet back a little bit if you need. And either hop to plank or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises and steps in between the palms. Warrior one. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rise up, find your cactus arms, elbows forward, fingertips back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Arms straighten, frame the right foot. Step back to down dog. And Vinyasa. A lot of Vinyasas today. You got it. Nice and strong. Left leg rises and steps through. Warrior one, back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rise up, find your cactus arms, elbows forward, fingertips back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Straighten the arms, frame the left foot. Step back, down dog. And Vinyasa plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, nice work. Take a few breaths in your down dog. Maybe come to your knees. Take a child's pose if you need. We'll get into our flow. We're just taking 5 breaths, whatever you need to kind of reconnect to your breath. Your heart rate should have got up quite a bit through those sun salutations. That's what they're supposed to do. So if you're like, oh my gosh, my heart's racing, I can't breathe. You did your sun salutations. You did them all, I'm assuming. So nice work. We'll meet in down dog. If you want to pause the video for a little bit longer, feel free. That's the beauty of practicing online. All right. Right leg rises nice and straight. Feel your glutes turn on. Step the right foot through. Back foot spikes up. Crescent pose. Our favorite pose. Stretch the arms up and feel a back bend with the straight arms this time. So no cactus arms, but look up and try to bring your arms behind your head. Hands frame the right foot. Right foot shoots back, tripod down dog. Right foot comes back through warrior two. Back foot at a parallel with the short edge of the mat. Windmill your arms up. Check your alignment. Do you have enough space between the feet? Is your right foot facing perfectly straight? Back foot perfectly straight. Fingertips will reach in opposite directions. And sit into your warrior two. Inhale, breathing, reverse your warrior. Left hand down, right arm up. Look up. Stretch into your side body. Take it into a back bend if you can. Straighten the right leg, coming into triangle. Reach out nice and far. Go ahead, put your right hand down. Left arm up, both arms in one straight line. Pull your right hip back. Oblique strength holds you up. Legs are straight and strong. Left arm over the ear. And it frames the right foot. Down dog. Take a vinyasa or skip it out. Whatever feels good for you. Left leg rises. Feel your glutes turn on. Step the left foot through. Back foot spikes up. High crescent. Rise up, arms straight. Bring the arms behind your ears and find a little bit of a back bend. Nothing crazy, but just play with that edge. Hands frame the left foot. Left foot shoots straight back, tripod down dog. Left foot comes back through warrior two. Back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Arms come up. Checking your alignment. Making sure both of the feet are perfectly straight. Arms reach in opposite directions. Shoulders come out of the scapula a little bit. Look at your left fingertips. Making sure knee and ankle, foot all in one line. Sit a little bit lower if you can. And without moving your left leg, reverse your warrior. Just move the arms. Right hand down, left arm up. Look up. Bring it into a back bend a little bit if you can. Nice deep side body stretch. Straighten the left leg. Bring the back foot in a little bit if you need. Reaching into triangle pose. Left hip comes back. Nice and slow. Left hand down, right arm up. You can use your block and triangle, of course, if you'd like, but again, not required. I know with some people at home, it's hard to have access to props, so I try to create those where they're not necessarily needed in case you don't have them. Right arm comes over the ear and frames the left foot. Back to down dog. Take a vinyasa or skip it out. We'll take that flow again, moving a little quicker. So one breath for each movement. When you're ready, right leg rises, steps in between the palms, high crescent, rise up, arms straight, find your back bend. Hands frame the right foot. Right foot shoots back, tripod down dog. Right foot comes through, warrior two, back foot parallel, windmill the arms up. Reverse, left hand down, right arm up, find it into a back bend. Right leg straightens, triangle. Left arm's up, gaze is up, pull right hip back. Left arm over the ear, frame the right foot. Back to down dog. Taking a vinyasa or skipping it out. Whatever feels good for you. Left leg rises and steps through. High crescent. Arms reach up. Find your back bend. Open your heart. Hands frame left foot. Left foot shoots back. Tripod down dog. Left foot comes through. Warrior two. Rise up. Check your alignment. Mine was a little off. Reverse your warrior. Right hand down, left arm up. Straighten the left leg. Triangle pose, reach out. Both arms in one line. Right arm over ear, frame left foot. Back to down dog. And take a vinyasa or skip it out. Listening to your body. It's different from mine and everyone else's, so honor it, tune into it. Right leg rises and steps through. Low lunge. So changing up our flow a little bit. Back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Stay low, coming into triangle from here. So you're familiar with this pose already. This should feel nice and open. Take your left hand to your left hip. Now you don't necessarily need a block, but if you want one, place it about a foot in front of your right pinky toe. We're coming into half moon. So bend into your right knee. Take your right hand to the blocker floor and rise up, half moon. Open up your chest here. Back leg is locked. So when you think of locked, like not hyperextended, like your kneecaps lifting up because you're engaging your quad so much. That's what a locked knee means in yoga. And I think in general. We're gonna slide back into our triangle nice and casual. So right fingertips to the floor, just slide them back. Left arm reaches up. Both hands frame the right foot. Low lunge to side plank. So roll to the outside edge of both feet. Weights in the left hand. Stack the right foot. Right arm up. From here, we're going to come into wild thing. I think it's also sometimes called rock star, depending on where you learned yoga. But right leg's gonna rise up, bend your right knee. Both feet plant to the mat and floor. Right arm dramatically comes over the head, push into your hips, squeeze your glutes to lift up and find a back bend here. Such a fun, playful pose. And flip back, down dog. Nice. Take a vinyasa or skip it out. We'll be in down dog when you're ready. Left leg rises and steps through. Low lunge. Coming into triangle from here. So back foot parallel, straighten the left leg. Right arm reaches up. Open up your chest. Have your block nearby if you'd like it. So again, a foot in front of the left pinky toe. We'll take our right hand to hip, left knee bends, plant your left hand, and go ahead and rise up half moon. Both legs are completely locked. So if you need to have a slight bend in your left knee or right knee, that's fine. So long as you're working towards getting the knee locked, you're getting all of that strengthening. Now, as casually and cool as we can, let's slide back, triangle pose. That's a tricky one. Let me know if you got it. Arm over ear, frame the foot, low lunge. Right hand plants, roll to the outside edges of both feet to stack into our side plank. Left hand reaches up. Two arms in one line if you can. Left leg's gonna rise up, bend the left knee, drop it back so the foot plants. Hips lift up, wild being a rock star. Whatever you wanna call it, but use your glutes to really get into that back bend. Drop your hand back dramatically if you want. And flip back over. Down dog. Vinyasa, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice work. Let's come forward into plank and lower to our belly for a little bit more opening here. So let's start with Sphinx pose. So elbows and forearms on the mat. Make sure your elbows are more or less right underneath your shoulders. Pull your elbows back towards your hips. Shine your heart forward. Gaze is up but not strained. This is a really nice opening through the tummy, the back. Just breathe into it. Go ahead, release that. Staying on your belly. Lower your chest a little bit. So your chin can come to the mat if you want. We're gonna set up for locust. So have your hands in cobra to start. So fingers right underneath the shoulders, engage your legs. So much that your kneecaps are no longer on the mat. Once your kneecaps lift up, lift your legs off the ground. Once your legs are off the ground, reach your arms completely straight back, palms facing each other. Imagine you're squeezing a block behind your back. If this feels good, interlace your fingers, pull your chest open even more. Nice tight grip of the hands. Open it up, keep the legs strong. Gaze is just straight forward. Go ahead, release into your cobra. So just the baby cobra. And we'll press right up into our up dog and through down dog. Okay. Look forward and just baby step your way up to the top of the mat. Fold. Hips sit back, chair pose. Reach your arms directly forward like we're holding hands with each other. And that traction is going to help you sit all the way down, nice and gently into boat pose. Our favorite, right? So belly button pulls in, catch hold the backs of the thighs if you need. Shins are more or less parallel with the mat if you can have them there. If you're like, hey, I got strong abs, boats, no problem, you can straighten the legs and release the arms. Once you found your boat, we're gonna lower into low boat. So legs are straight for low boat, belly button pulls in, and our lower back's gonna come to the mat. Gaze is up. Come back up, high boat, any variation you like. Exhale, low boat. Try to bring your gaze up if you can. High boat. Inhale. Exhale, low boat. Squeeze it. Nice and tight, reach through your legs. Gaze is up. High boat. Last one. You got it. Low boat, one more time. Squeeze it. Let's count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to high boat. Go ahead, cross your ankles, roll forward, and come to just sitting on your heels. We're gonna set up for heroes, which is going to prepare us for our peak pose, which of course is wheel. So take your feet a little wider than your hips. If you can, sit down in between the heels. If you're like, oh my gosh, my knees, this is not right, put a block, pillow, folded up towel underneath your hips. This can be kind of a shocking pose for some people. So depending on where you're at, do what's good for you. But this is gonna open up the quads to prepare us for our wheel pose. So depending on the day, my knees are wider or closer together. You could take your knees as wide as you'd like here. There's no limitations on that. It's just important that your heels and feet are nice and close to the hips. Once you're set up, either stay here or you can lower back one elbow at a time and then one shoulder at a time into your hero's pose. Arms can come overhead and make yourself into a little human bridge. Just breathe. Go ahead, come out of your hero's pose wherever you were at. Lift your hips up, sit back onto the side of either hip, and swing your legs forward and straight. Get all that nice blood to the knees. This is a very healing pose for your knees. So great work at giving yourself that love there. Back is flat. Arms reach straight. Let's take a fold, reach for the toes, and just pull your chest forward. You can even engage your legs here and start to lift your feet off the ground. Another fun variation. Go ahead, release. Hands reach straight forward, Frankenstein style. Belly button pulls in really tight. Use your strength on that boat to lower down to your back without moving your feet if you can. This one's really tricky. My feet are definitely wobbling. Ooh, all right. Come onto your back and come into bridge. So we'll take a bridge, then we'll get into wheel, and then I'll readjust here. So bridge first. Knees are bent. Bring your heels in as close as you possibly can. So much that you can graze your heels with your fingertips. Lift your hips up and just hold your bridge pose. Now you can stay here or we will work into wheel. So bridges, stay in bridge. If you're like, hey, I'm not ready for wheel, this is a great preparation for wheel. Focus on like squeezing your heels towards your glutes and maybe rolling up onto your shoulder blades so you can interlace your fingers underneath your back. That's a great way to start working up towards bridge pose, okay? So stay there, get those glutes fired up. Bridge pose, people, hands plant by the shoulders. And I'm going to really talk you through bridge today because I want you to maybe get your first bridge. So fingers, again, base the toes. Elbows are bent like grasshopper wings. And bring your hands in a little closer than feels necessary. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. And like we did earlier for those hops, grip the mat. Walk your feet in again closer. So heels are close to the glutes. Just lift up into bridge with the hands for wheel. I want you to press into the palms, press into the feet. And imagine we're just dropping our head back, but we're going to lift up by plugging the elbows into the shoulders. Lift just the top of our head onto the mat and press right up into bridge. Once you're in bridge, imagine squeezing your knees together to keep 2 knees, 2 ankles, 2 feet in one line. And then imagine pushing your chest forward through your arms. Press through those palms, straighten the arms as much as you can. Squeeze the heels in, squeeze the knees together. Press up, open your chest. And release. Woo. Nice work. I'm so careful about my headset in that. So we'll take it into a twist from here. Bring your knees into your chest. Arms out at a T. Go ahead, drop both of the knees over either side, whichever one's intentional for you. And find your twist and breathe. Oh. Bridge is a really big heart opener. Just like how cats and some animals don't like to show their tummies because it exposes all their essential organs. It's the same for people. So that's why when you do a back bend, it can feel so vulnerable. So if back bends feel scary to you, you don't like them, they say back bends make you fearless. So keep practicing them. Go ahead, change your twist, opposite side. And hold the second side as long as you like. We're going to come into Shavasana right after it. Start to close your eyes and just focus on your breathing and your being. Remembering that this is yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So no matter where you're at in your poses today, you can love yourself right now and right here. Come back through center. Straighten your legs for your Shavasana corpse pose. I'm going to read you our affirmation one more time. So these affirmation cards are actually 2-sided. So I'm going to read you both sides. I'll read the first side again, and I'll read the second side. The second side's pretty cool. All right, it says, I love myself exactly as I am. I no longer wait to be perfect in order to love myself. The other side says, the greatest gift I can give myself is unconditional love. I'll say that one more time and you can repeat it after me if you'd like, or just absorb it into your mind. The greatest gift I can give myself is unconditional love. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, yogis. I really appreciate it, and I love every single one of you. I hope to see you back. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I need you guys. Namaste.